you ready to party? Let's go. Welcome back to our January monthly review. We have myself, Tim Fisher. We have Danielle Cravat. And we have Sam Komalafe. My co-host, Jordan Jimiola, is not here today because he had his second child. He's at home with his wife, loving his family. So, Jordan, congratulations. That is awesome.
Woo!
Beautiful.
Yeah. Man, I have a dog and I get stressed, so I don't know how. I mean, Danny has kids.
I have a zoo.
Yeah.
Yeah, you have kids and a lot of animals.
Yeah.
Sam and I are just cruising, dude. We're like, yeah, we're good.
All right, just us, bro. Yeah, that's all I got. I'm stressed.
I know. All right, well, hey, let's start this monthly review off. Where do you guys want to start? What are you thinking?
Well, one, we're all still alive.
Right.
We are still alive after a severe illness.
I thought we
death.
were all gonna die. At least that's what Biden said, right?
Right.
Oh,
right.
but you know what? That bitch COVID Marie and her man Amarion did get me over the break.
Wait a minute. Hold on.
Oh my God.
Can you just say it one more time and just slow it down? Because I was like, wait.
That's exactly how I texted Sam. I go, that bitch COVID Marie and her man Amarion got me.
I was Omarion?
Oh.
That motherfucker.
Her slang for stuff is so funny. Because at first you're like, wait, I get it.
Yeah, exactly. It makes sense when you think about it. Yeah.
Have you seen the tweets? Like people are reposting tweets to like social media. People are like, I guess doom and gloom is over. Like I'm still alive, President
Right.
Joe Biden.
Right.
You know, well, because they paint this picture like everyone's gonna die this winter.
Exactly.
I was down for like a day. I gave myself one day to rest because in my lifestyle, you can't be sick. Like I have no option.
No, you're right.
I have zero option in my lifestyle to be sick. So this actually happened on our drive home from Idaho. We think we got it like around Christmas time, and then we drove up there and then came back, and it just got worse because we were in the truck for so long.
Yeah.
So when we came, and it was cold, like below zero. And so I got home. I had like one real day to rest, and which was Monday. So by Tuesday, I was up and going. Ugh. I just powered through the tiredness.
So you're saying you think you guys had it?
We never went and got tested because why are we going to go get tested to be told that something we already know? Because whether it's the cold or the basic flu, you're still going to come up positive most likely.
That's a good point.
So why am I going to waste hours of my time standing in a fucking line to be told something I already know? Okay, cool.
Right.
That's a really strong F word. I like that.
Yeah, like
That's crisp, right?
Right. Man, that was mean. Yeah. Yes. Oh my God. But
oh
yeah.
my God, you should see me when I drive past those lines. Like you all fucking.
I know.
Let's go.
Yep.
Like causing an accident because of all the traffic. And
Right.
I'm like, God, this is so stupid. So you're going to be told something you know. Okay, cool. But whatever.
You know what happened to me with I had to go get tested because I was close to a high risk exposure, and with this Omicron, they swab your throat.
Omarion.
Yeah, instead of your nose. And the nurse, it made me laugh. It was like there's two nurses, and one was helping me, and the other was doing whatever paperwork. She goes, "All right, open your mouth," and she swabbed cheeks, and it went down my throat, and I didn't gag.
Didn't expect that. Yeah.
Well, I
didn't gag. What?
I didn't gag, yeah. Woo! And she went, "Oh, no gag reflex, huh?" And I was like, "Yeah, I brushed my." Fuck.
Fuck it. Yeah.
I'm not even gonna explain this one.
Forget
away.
it.
I was like,
Forget
whatever.
it.
Yeah, I walked away feeling like shit. I'm like, life, man. What?
I'm totally not going to lie as you're describing that right now. I mean, I'm coming back from a rough night. So bear with me, people. Had a good night last night.
Been a rough morning too, huh?
Yes. But when you were describing that, when they had to swab up against my cheeks and then go inside, I was picturing the other cheeks. That's what mentally popped in my mind.
Ooh, you know what?
China.
Thank you. You know what? Let's just bring it up. I'm going to bring it up right now.
Because it's from China.
Yeah, so it's really interesting. China stopped doing the anal swab or whatever for, to test for COVID.
Oh, I thought they were bringing it back.
Well, I'm prefacing that.
Yeah.
So they stopped, right? But now that pretty much our government worships China like fools, and we're bowing down to them, it's funny how the Olympics are coming up, and our teams are still going, which I don't think is smart. I don't think they should. But now that that's happening. And the U.S. Olympics, or our teams are going, and all around the world. Now they're bringing back the anal swab check.
Now they're bringing it back.
Why not? Why not humiliate people?
Right.
Show that we have the power. We're in control.
Exactly.
I'm like, dude,
Some might like it.
well,
Somebody
I mean, yeah,
Standing in that line. Like,
like, hey, while you're in there, can you check my prostate?
That's why I'm here. Yeah.
But yeah, I read that too. I read an article and I thought, of course, because the last article I read about the testing of the swabs anally from China was our U.S. diplomats. When they went over there, they fucking made them get anal swabs, and I was like, that was a full flex to be like, fuck you, we have power.
Exactly. Yeah, you're gonna get it. You're coming here. Yes.
Yeah, you want to come here? Yeah,
Right.
dude. So
That's dope. Yeah.
I'd at least do like the Ace Ventura bend over, like, oh, coming in.
your butt. Oh my god, that'd be so great. My mom was so offended by that. She would not let us watch that as kids because of that.
Same.
Yeah,
Dude.
that is so.
Oh, Ace
unchristian.
Ventura. I was like, oh, the butt swab or Ace Ventura? I love when you imitate your mom and you do the voice because I can picture it because I've had conversations with her. I could like see it all.
Yeah, she's like super. She was super offended by it. I remember it was that, and then we went to see Titanic.
Oh,
and when that titty scene came, dude, she was beside herself.
Oh, yeah.
Oh my
No.
god, this is so disrespectful. I'm like, Mom, whatever. Dude.
Close your eyes.
We're all
look away.
adults here. Oh well, I wasn't an adult at the time. I was a kid.
I
But.
saw that with my grandma and I just started making conversation around that time.
Yeah.
Okay, do you know what show? Do you guys remember the show The Shield? It was on FX. Remember the? It was a long time ago.
I
The
remember
Shield.
it.
Oh, Shield.
It was like mid 2000s.
Okay.
Never watched it. but I
Early mid
remember it.
2000s.
Yeah.
Like 2006 or whatever. Seven.
Yeah.
I remember coming home from work, dude. It was like, I think it was, I don't know, like my second year being a Forest Service firefighter, and in the off season I was going to school, and it was like a Wednesday night, and I was sitting there with my mom and dad. I'm like, oh, the shield's on, right? Well, it was this scene where one of the high-ranking captains or lieutenants in the police department was captured by like this gang member. And the gang member made him suck his dick. What? And the camera angle was just above like the eyes, and where you can see it go in his mouth, and you just see the head going in.
Oh my god.
And my parents,
Whoa.
I didn't know what to say. I was even shocked. I was like, oh shit. My dad goes, what's going on here? What's going on here? Mom's, Timothy. I didn't fucking know.
Close your goddamn eyes!
I was like, I don't know what's going on here. Fucking just turn it on.
Right, yeah.
Oh, dude, it was wild. My dad was so pissed. You are not allowed to watch this show in this house anymore. I was like, damn, bro.
Oh my god.
Fucking wild. But hey, let's go to let's talk about some celebrity deaths this month, man.
Oh man.
We've had some heavy ones.
Thank you for being a friend.
Yeah.
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 Travel back and down the road again.
Yeah.
That's Golden Girls.
Oh yes,
Anyways.
of course. I figured.
I was
yeah.
sad about Betty White, but the one that kind of shocked me, honestly, because okay, not to sound like off or weird, but she's older, right? We kind of like, well,
It was
she's-
expected.
Yeah, she's hitting that time, right? Well, she lived a long life. She was in.
Oh yeah.
She's gonna be 100.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Late 90s.
One that got me that was Bob Saget.
Same.
That
Yeah.
was like, whoa, what?
See that
Because I
coming.
thought he had some more time.
Right.
Oh, yeah.
Right.
Which was really interesting. But what kind of bugs me about the Bob Saget thing is there's a lot of hate online for that guy for some reason. And I'm thinking, like, are you guys taking his joke serious just because he's a dirty joker, or is there like legitimacy to this thing?
I think it's the whole like he did Full House and he's like this this down to earth dad.
Yeah.
And then it's like that is what we knew him as. And then he's on stage and he's making these crazy jokes. Oh my god, like that's not what I knew. And it's such a big difference from from
Oh
that.
yeah, I see what you're saying, because
Right.
he put on his like
His
big hit
persona.
show was the persona of being the nice dad who's taking his kids to school and taking care of a family.
Exactly.
And then he comes out, and he's like saying all the cuss words and banging people and all that.
Right. And it's
I've
like
actually
you were like
seen
this?
the opposite. Like I haven't seen any negativity. I've seen a lot more positive, which I was like, oh, this many people like Bob.
Yeah, well, you're right. I would say it was just like an article I read, and they put in a bunch of like tweets and comments people put, and I was reading. I'm like, dang, like what are people tripping over?
Yeah.
I don't know. I was just like, fucking. I found it odd. I'm like, because there's conspiracy theories.
Yep.
We all know I love a solid conspiracy theory, but like I found a video saying like they showed Bob Saget saying his jokes and they were calling him a child pedophile and he's banging kids on us. I'm like, all because of his dirty joking. Like, where's your like?
Wow.
Where's the hard evidence? Where's the smoking gun, as we would say, right? Because then you talk to all these comedians who were his best friend, like Joe Rogan and all these other people, and they loved him.
Right.
And even fellow actors, like he was the nicest guy. He would bend over backwards.
Right.
Loved his wife. Loved his kids. I mean, he's
then
just
again,
getting back into comedy.
It mind blown a lot of us when Bill Cosby stuff came out.
Okay, that's true.
something I didn't expect at all.
Oh, man. That's what I'm talking about. I mean, you're right, but my thing is, I think about too. Why are you shitting on a guy who's now dead?
Right.
And now his family, there's a loss in the family they have to deal with. You know, when death hits, it's forever. It's gone. You'll never see that person again.
Right.
So it's like, why go after him now?
Exactly. And
Why are you guys talking like going so hard after somebody? I just don't agree with that. Whether you like Bob Saget or not, if the dude's gone and he's dead, like respect the family and just keep it to yourself, dude. Because
Exactly.
it's not fair. The person can't even defend themselves.
Exactly. And I think that's maybe why they do it. But where did the pedophile thing come from? Why
Okay, so there's a clip. I can't remember where I found it, but he was like he's sitting down at a desk and he was making it was like a joke, a longer joke about like a dad fucking his daughter and some other stuff. It's really dirty.
Okay.
I honestly, yes, it is. But you know, I like comedy, and in the defense of comedy, like comedy's meant to shock you and make you laugh.
Yeah.
So you can't take that shit serious.
Right.
Just like people will get mad at certain comedians for talking about LGBTQ, X, whatever community, or, you know, shitting on stay-at-home moms, you know, making fun of them, or whatever it may be. But it's like, you guys, it's comedy. It's made to make people laugh.
It's made to push the envelope.
If it's not your type of comedy, no one's forcing you to listen.
Exactly.
Did I think it was funny what he was joking about? I'm like, no, but he was doing it. People were laughing in the room. Okay, whatever.
Exactly.
You know, it just is what it is. You can't take it all to heart. And I think that's kind of a problem, too, with people and comedy. And I hope comedy... I thought they were going to start going after comedy, the woke culture, but it seems like these comedians like Joe Rogan
Starting to fight back.
Yeah, and some others. Chappelle doing his stand up really set a solid precedence, and him standing his ground.
Yep.
And which is good. We need comedy. I think it's good to laugh at yourself in certain things. Like, don't take yourself so serious.
Exactly.
You know? So that's why all I have to say. It's like, it's just a bummer to see people doing that type of shit. And you're going to always have shitheads. You're always going to have people just hating on people no matter what when they're here or gone. And as you said, Sam, it's like they're keyboard warriors.
Yeah.
These people just sitting behind a phone or at home on their computer
Exactly.
trying to be tough, and they're going to say what they want to say, and then boom, right?
Right.
Who's gonna mess with them? So
Right. I feel like we've said it on this podcast, but like comedy is made to push that envelope, and it's also made to change the world. You know, like they're the ones that really speak for the people that like us. Like we're not speaking out loud like as much as they are. When they're on stage, they're saying all this stuff and pushing that envelope because they're like, what if like these things can actually happen? You know, we need to look at all this crazy shit. You know, that's what's happening now with Chappelle and, you know, and Rogan. And, you know, no, we need to stand up. This is not like things are happening that aren't right. And this is just the start, you know, and we're like, wow, you're probably right. Yeah. And then there are people that are like, oh my God, you can't say these things.
it's so
This is wrong.
Yeah, it's so
stupid.
ridiculous. There's no reason to get. What's the saying? Sticks and stones may break my bones. Words never hurt me.
Right.
Well, some people let words hurt them.
Exactly.
And it's like, if you don't like comedy or people push an envelope, no one is forcing you to watch.
Turn this shit off.
Turn it off.
Right.
You're fine. And that goes good to what we're talking about now. CNN dissing Joe Rogan.
Oh my God.
I mean,
Right.
I really think
Like
we
their
watched
one
that.
diss.
Yeah, I mean,
against like I don't know how many against
Everything
them.
you said. Exactly.
well, there's a lot of these major networks like CNN and some other ones don't like Joe Rogan because he looks at things objectively, and he's not choosing sides, but he puts out what the truth is.
Exactly.
This is what the truth is. This is what the studies show. So why the fuck are we doing vax or wearing masks? And they hate that he's putting out truth. And what they also probably hate is the fact. Did you guys see that chart of it was like the top listened news channels in U.S. and in the world, and he's fucking number one. He's got 11 million views. I think it was like weekly. The next was like
crazy.
Fox.
Yeah.
Dude, CNN was at like 600,000.
Of course.
So
Isn't it over there?
I think that the major news networks, excuse me, the major news networks, like CNN, Fox as well, and some other ones.
Should we all have a throat?
I know we're all. earlier.
I told you I need water here, and
It's ridiculous.
But it's like I think podcasts are changing the shape of news.
Oh, yeah.
And how people receive their information now, because I think there is a lot of trust that's been lost in the news media.
Yep.
There really has. And people are turning to podcasts to hear the truth, because we may not be as, popular like CNN or Fox, but we just put out the truth. That's it.
Right.
And they hate that. And Joe Rogan's crushing them.
Yep.
And guess what? He has no boss. He is his own boss. He puts out what he wants to put out.
Right.
His own information and research. And he's bringing on these big names, people.
You hear Dana White?
Right wing, all of them. Yeah.
like stepping up recently. Like you're not canceling him. Yeah.
Oh, no.
Right.
No,
Yeah.
no,
Right.
no. I would say if Joe Rogan were to get canceled, there would be a massive uproar.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
I think these platforms know that. They're like, we can't fuck with this guy. He's too big now.
Yep.
He's people are turning to him for news now.
Exactly.
And for the truth.
Yeah.
And that's why, CNN's just shitting on him, but they have no room to shit on him.
Exactly.
Because he's not spreading anything wrong.
Right.
It's just truth.
Yep.
And people hate the truth because it doesn't fit their fucking narrative, right?
Yep.
Just like we found out, this past week or last week, this month, that masks don't work. Okay, so you had us wearing it for 2 years, and you're still saying we have to wear it.
Yep.
It doesn't make any sense.
But they
And
knew
you
that,
even
though.
said
Yeah.
it wasn't going to work before this all got that.
Yeah, I was gonna say they knew that
So
the whole time.
I just don't get how, like, on one side, there's a one little backpedal. Like, okay, so whatever that Joe Rogan thing they corrected him on something, and they looked it up right there and then together.
fact check, right.
Yeah, so they fact checked it right there. Okay, whatever.
Yeah.
It is what it is.
Okay.
But the one side will be like, see, wah, and then, but there's like a list of back pedals on your side.
On the other side.
On
Yep.
the other side, and you still can't make it make sense, and we're still the crazies.
Yeah. Still the crazies.
We're still the MAGA hat wearers. America.
Right.
To be honest with you, too, but even the people, I know a lot of people who don't watch CNN or some of these other liberal news channels, and they're liberals. They're not MAGA people. They're just like, we're tired of it. We're not getting the truth.
Yeah.
We want the truth. What is happening? When can we get our lives back to normal? Fauci should be fucking fired. That guy, I don't know how he still is where he's at.
Yeah, I don't
I don't
know
get
how
it,
he
man.
wasn't like assassinated yet. I'm sorry, I can't say that.
Well, we'll see how that one works out. I'm not editing it out.
I was like, oh shit.
Both of you sound like,
It does. Yeah.
not that we would.
Yeah.
But we're just
I
saying.
got too much on my plate.
Yeah,
I don't got time.
That party last night.
I don't got time. Still recovering.
Oh my God! It's just I don't know, man. I don't with what's going on. I love that podcasts are getting bigger and people are starting to pay more attention. But that's also why CNN released another. It was like a news clip saying that we need to take down podcasts because they are spreading misinformation.
Of course,
we need
bro.
to fact check them more.
Of
we need to
course.
look into this podcast thing because it's not right. We're the major news networks, and it's like, look, man, the power is with the people, and I think people forget that.
Yep.
We actually control a lot more than people think. When we all band together and do something, we have more power. There's more power in many than there is the one person leading.
Exactly.
Now, I'm not saying overthrow the government and all this other crazy stuff,
yeah.
but you can see there's a change happening with media and everything, especially with metaverse coming and everything. I mean, these bigger news channels are losing their ratings,
Right.
Because people just are sick of it.
Right.
I don't blame them.
It's funny, man. It's funny. It's
just-
like, well, I was just gonna say you can like when you give somebody the opportunity to just start a podcast and then just say what I feel like saying on a mic. It's like they feel like they have to be there to be like, you know what, that's wrong. You can't just pick up a mic and start talking and then build an audience and then get big and bigger and big. Like that's what Joe Rogan did, and because he's just it's just him. Like you said, he's his own boss. So for him to be able to do that, it just doesn't look right. And then he has he has all these views. He's so popular. How is that possible? This cannot happen. And it's threatening them because it's one guy doing all this.
It's beautiful.
It's amazing.
I love
it's
it.
power. Yeah,
It is-
it's dope.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
Absolutely. I
man.
freaking love it, man.
You starting this off with the plastic table in your living room, and you're bigger than CNN. Wouldn't that be cool?
You imagine?
That'd be cool.
Yes.
Oh my God, that'd be wild. I don't know. We're on track. I mean, not track for that, but I mean, it's funny you bring it up because I thought about it the other day how we started we were at a plastic table in our living room. Now we have a full-on built-out soundproof studio with cameras and high-end gear, and we got a beautiful wood table. And your husband had somebody build this Lazy Susan. It's just cool. People are bringing in gifts.
Your first picture was your kitchen in your background.
I know, dude. No. What are you gonna do? It's like
selfie. Enjoyed it.
But I told somebody the other day about that too. A lot of times I try to start things and do other projects with people, but they never come to fruition because everybody wants things to be perfect.
Yeah.
Start out perfect, and I'm not that way. And if you're waiting for perfection, it's not going to work. Just do it. Yeah. Just go. And what I love about this podcast as well is you can see the progression. I like that you can go back and see the kitchen in the background. But as you start moving on through pictures and listening, the audio gets better. The interviews get better. Yep. Oh, shit, they got a different table. Oh, now they're actually in a studio and it's soundproofed. And now we have video.
Yep.
So I love seeing the progression. To me, I think it's cool to see something grow and turn it because you learn. I mean, I didn't know what I was. We don't know. Fucking, I don't know what I was doing.
Yeah, bro.
I was just hitting record. Let's fucking make something. You know.
Yeah.
And now it's taken on kind of a life on its own, and we're the fact that we're listened to globally, and we got rated like top 3% is really interesting because this is something. This is something we record in a studio we built in my home.
Yeah.
And it's like people are listening all over the world. I'm like, wow, how did you even get a hold of it? We don't advertise.
Yes.
It's so funny. I'm like, but
I did leave a
love
sticker
about
on a trash can in a Starbucks drive-thru.
Flew to China and put a sticker on a plane, dude. It's all good.
Yeah, I love that, man.
Hey, let's go to let's do Kamala right now real quick. Kamala comparing January 6th riot to Pearl Harbor and 9/11.
Oh my God.
How unbelievably disrespectful
Absolutely.
to many people in this country. And how does nobody stop you? That's what I don't get. Like,
Yeah, you just keep talking.
Yeah.
Just trash. Like, what?
I was just mind blown. Like, okay, that's something that shouldn't have happened. Whatever. What did it last? Like, I don't know, 6 hours? Something like that.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah, of course.
Okay.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, there's a death, but compared to days, weeks of rioting in your own hometown, destroying your own people's stuff, and people getting caught in crossfire, apparently.
Yeah.
I don't know, somehow that equals, but
No, the comparisons from,
and then the 9/11, like that made me so mad.
Oh, yeah.
Like, especially coming from a military home, and it's just like, ooh,
Well, to me, it was almost
that
like
bitch.
for all our fellow citizens, Americans, and all the people, all our military and fire, police that were killed on 9/11. And the military and civilians in Pearl Harbor, which led to World War II. There was a lot of great men and women who sacrificed and died for this country because of that, because of those two events. And then you want to compare that to the January 6th riot? Go fuck yourself.
Right.
There's no comparison, you fucking idiot.
Yep.
My thing is like, did her speechwriter write that, or did she just kind of stand up there and just free wing it?
She had a free wing.
That's what I was saying. How did nobody stop that? How did they not proofread that message and be like,
You know what? Here's my
exactly.
Here's, You know what I was thinking about? Remember earlier today we were talking about, somebody on her administration, when they're there and she starts talking shit like that, that awkward bear or, Homer Simpson, they start doing that. They're like,
those eyes.
it's like, fuck, how are we going to get past that one? Because some of the shit that Kamala says and Biden, I'm like, how do you say that and fucking believe it and think we're going to believe you?
Yeah.
It sounds like madness. What's the other one?
Yeah.
Biden says the MLK death doesn't compare to the impact of George Floyd.
Oh my God.
I'm sorry. The George Floyd thing was
how do you feel
fucked
about
up.
that?
So, okay.
I mean, is that racist?
No, it's not racist.
Okay.
But what's funny is that, so I read the article, and the article said that, he didn't mean it like that. That's what
I believe.
Fine. Yeah,
I believe he didn't mean it like that. I'm not going to be one of those people where it only works the context, taking it out on one side versus the other. I'm very open. Like, I'm sure he didn't mean it like that, but it's like, Can you imagine 2-3 years ago something like that was being said?
Exactly. Yeah, you still said it.
Yeah,
and you
still
shouldn't have said it that way.
And he would have been attacked just as hard, if not harder.
Right. Put your words together, bro. Like, yeah, you don't like. It was the the
better.
phone, right?
Do better.
Exactly. But I don't know. That's crazy.
Yeah.
How just him saying that, the way he said it, it doesn't matter. Context, yeah, it was taken out. But still, like the when they put these words together, I don't know.
I think it's just the lack of the uproar that I get upset about because this would have been a massive uproar, depending how many couple years ago versus today. So how come it? That's what bothers me. It's just the hip hop hopping on us, but it's
Keep popping.
damn you got from the that word. It's the hypocrisy that just mind blows me because I could tell you now, like I was no specific side like 2 years ago. I literally ran through the middle of things. Like I couldn't say I was on the left and I couldn't say I was on the right. I very equally. So like the fact that I don't know if you'd call it a hard side or whatever.
Hey,
you hit it. But like
All sides are hard.
Woo!
and heavy, apparently. Inside joke before we hit here. Anyways, but it's like I'm not blind to see the hypocrisy so heavy weighted on one side versus the other. Like, wait a minute, how come that's okay, but that's not? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So,
and then especially like the MLK thing and the pro, like those are things that the right, would not be able to say. It would be it just a disaster. Right.
I agree with you. It's weird that it's just a bummer because, like Danielle said, if it was a different presidency a few years ago, or maybe if it was even any GOP presidency, they would beat them down with that.
Oh, for sure.
We need to fucking impeach them and all that. But it seems like this current administration is getting away with fucking murder, and no one's holding them accountable.
Yep.
I don't. That's what I just don't understand. I don't get it. Even what happened recently with the Supreme Court. The Supreme Court, or federal judge, I should say, shot down Joe Biden's vax mandate for federal workers. Unconstitutional.
Hey.
You know what I'm saying?
Oh. Bring that. I was going to say, bring that shit.
Wait a minute.
Let me clap it here. Jordan, come back. We're falling apart. We're fucking falling apart.
I'm normally used to hear like, well, Tim.
Yeah, no.
So
He'll go, actually.
glad you brought that up, Tim.
Yeah, that's a good point there, Danielle. Actually, what I read in.
But not to
Jordan.
saying that there's anything wrong with that.
No.
What's that one word where we were like making all these memes with his face expression? Professionalism.
Or when you stand there like this.
100%.
100%. Yep. 100%.
Love you, Jordan. J-Dog. Anyways.
Yeah, it's interesting that's got to help the fight for like our friends at Firefighters for Freedom and people who are against the vax mandate. So
for sure.
The federal judge shooting that down for private, at least I think private businesses and also federal workers, right?
It's amazing.
Or what about them asking, like in the hospitals, that if you're a nurse and you test positive, you could still come to work?
Oh.
Have you heard about that?
Yeah, so ass backwards.
Yeah.
So they were letting go of nurses before, but now
Because-
the ones that are there, and if you get COVID, well, fuck it, you can work. I would sue the shit out of those hospitals if I was those nurses.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
ridiculous.
Okay, so doing what I do, I meet a lot of different type of people, especially the area that I service. So I know a lot of lawyers and doctors, major healthcare providers and stuff like that. And I was speaking to one of the lawyers that's actually a child lawyer, like deals with child cases. So I've gotten a good earful on kind of what's going on there, and some of them having to do with the vaccine. Oh wow! But she was discussing with me too, like there's a lot of cases going on right now in general, going against like these mandates and the vaccines or vaccine injury, and a lot of them are winning.
Of course.
A lot of
But you know what? You don't see it in the news.
No, you don't see it in the news.
Publicize
No.
it, man. They don't.
No.
And there's still more to come.
Part of me thinks that's why like low key in other areas too, like UK, are starting to release things
Oh yeah, that's huge.
Because I think they're starting to realize the impact of what's possibly going to happen if they keep pressing this because people aren't complying, or what is it? Or like, isn't? Oh, I lost train of thought.
Oh man,
it'll come back.
It'll come back. Well, you bring up a good point though. You bring up a good point about the UK because they're dropping all their vax mandates. They're dropping their mask stuff, having to wear. I mean, it's back to business as usual. And what I think, it's sad because those mandates, at least here in America, there's so many mom and pop shops that went out of business because they shut everything down. Right. And the government didn't give a shit.
Yep.
And that pisses me off. And then you want to tell people they can't go to work unless they're, what was it? What type of workers? Essential?
Essential, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
How are you going to tell my friends and my family they're not essential when that's the way they put food on the table and pay their bills?
Exactly. Yeah.
Like, fuck you. I do not agree with that. It's like you're shutting down a country. You're bringing the economy's fucking collapsing. Inflation's up. Mm-hmm. You know, I can see why UK did that. It's like, we need to get this back to normal because our people are probably suffering.
Yep.
You know, it's not
So they
smart.
dropped quarantine down 2 days.
It's 2 now?
No, it's like 5, isn't it? 5?
Yeah, it's
Isn't
5.
it like 7?
Oh, yeah, it's 5
So
now.
it's a 14
I
to
thought it was
7
5.
or 10.
5?
Yeah.
Now it's 5.
Or is it 5 to 10?
5.
Wow.
CDC says.
You know what I think about the CDC? I think the CDC, their rep is ruined for good.
Oh, yeah.
If they put anything out, no one's going to believe them.
Yep.
No one's gonna believe
They're backpedaling so much. But still, it's right there in writing because I even looked it up actually to like clear those facts before I said anything.
No, it's definitely
It's
lower.
very there.
Oh, yeah.
It's very there. It's very much there. Like,
Yeah. And then as they keep changing, you know, it's like, what's the, is this really valid? Like, what do we believe? You know, so of course, you know, you're losing your rep.
Well,
you
it's
know?
yeah, everyone. It's true. I think in a lot of these government agencies, like the CDC and other ones, no one's going to give a shit what they say anymore.
Exactly.
No one's going to care because you ruined shit so much and had us in lockdown and backpedaled. And now we don't have to wear masks. Now we have to, you know, it's like you can go to work, but you can't go to work.
Right.
You know?
Right.
Like, wait,
right.
what?
Right. But there are people that are like, yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Yeah,
It's like,
and,
no.
and that's why I tell people too. It's like, I get we have a government, pay your taxes. You know, I may not agree with a certain presidents that may go in, but I still want them to succeed.
Right.
But it's like you're a fool if you think the government's going to take care of you, because in reality they don't give a shit about you. They want your money, taxes, and to push their agenda. That's it.
I just like how all this has happened before in the past and not that long ago. And if you read up on when they did it then, it's very much all the same. Like CDC knew what was happening and they did nothing about it. They knew people were being injected and died for, you know, to follow along this experiment or see how long by injecting them with certain things, you know. What is it? The Tuskegee?
Yeah, Tuskegee
Yeah, something like that.
experience.
Oh, that one's fucked
Yeah.
up. That one's
Yeah.
so
I mean, that was
messed up.
purposely done.
Yeah.
You know? Yeah.
Go study it.
Right.
Or if not, listen to
Don't look at the
Bailey
pictures,
Cyrus's
yeah.
historical
It's crazy.
That's
yeah.
rough. Those
podcast. She'll
pictures
tell you
are
the
rough.
story too. But
It's insane. Yeah.
but yeah, so it's like, and that wasn't even that long ago. So it's like, how do you they wouldn't do that? Well, they've tried before.
Exactly.
What makes you think they wouldn't?
Yeah, and then they knew because
Yeah.
they were like, oh yeah, I mean, black people, African Americans are not gonna, you know, they're not gonna get this vaccine.
Yeah.
Because of those experiments.
Tuskegee shit. Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, oh yeah.
Fuck
You know, and it's funny because with the left pushing, you know, the vaccine, a lot of black people have gotten it. You know, they're like, you know, yeah, my side, who I identify most, not who, but you know, the party, they're like, okay, this is not, yeah, we'll get the vaccine, and it's unfortunate, you know, because you're right, that's a huge comparison, and
Yeah.
it's pretty valid,
Yeah.
you know, because people are dying, you know, and now. Today, you know, from the vaccine and from COVID in general, but yeah, it's just, I don't know, it's crazy.
That's interesting. I was in Chicago, I think it was last weekend. That is the strictest place I have traveled to so far in the U.S. as far as COVID regulations.
There you go,
Dude,
Where in Chicago?
I went downtown Chicago.
Oh,
I was down there and
Who's by the big silver bean?
oh,
yeah,
nice. Hey,
I love them big beans, baby. Ow! But no, you couldn't get into your hotel without a vax card and a mask. You couldn't get in anywhere.
Wow.
Anywhere. You couldn't go anywhere in the city unless you had that card or a mask.
Or oh my god.
Card and a mask, excuse me.
and a mask.
Both. And they had to
Damn.
double check your ID to make sure it was you.
Damn.
Yeah, dude.
Wow.
And
Of
that
course.
Is it
city-
on like a lanyard?
Yeah.
But the city seems very dead.
Oh my
I've been to
God.
Chicago a few times. Kind of like New York, or you go to Seattle or San Francisco. You know, it's kind of like
Yeah.
There's people around all the time, even throughout the night. That shit was dead, dude.
Yeah. That's
Dead-
crazy.
Dead as hell.
That's
yeah,
crazy.
and they have that's the murder capital of the U.S. Come on, dude. They're calling it Chirac, baby.
You're right, dude. It's affecting those communities that get affected the most. You know,
It's the lower income, dude.
Lower
it's
income.
ridiculous.
Exactly, man.
I don't know, man. It's. I hate to say this, but it's true. Democrat-run cities turn to shit.
Exactly.
Look at what happened in Los Angeles. I was in Santa Monica yesterday filming. I haven't been to L.A. in a while, and it is a freaking trash dump.
You're like, that's why.
There are but you're talking tent cities
Yeah.
all over the place and trash, and then right across the street, $1 million homes.
Insane.
Multi-million. If I lived there, I'd be pissed off.
Oh yeah.
I'd be fucking pissed. Well, you know, there's still. It's like, look, I get we gotta help our people who are in need, but there's gotta be a better way than just letting them camp all over the place and trash all in the streets.
Yeah.
It's ridiculous, dude.
It's crazy.
Yeah,
man.
it's really bad. So I don't know, man. I hate it. It's just the truth. You see Democrat-run cities. Look at New York. New York has a mass exodus. Same with San Francisco. Both of those cities, it's the first time in history in like 60 or 70 years, rent has gone down.
That's crazy.
Down.
Wow.
And then all the lawlessness that's happening in New York too, right? You know they're pushing Asian people in front of fucking trains? I saw 3 stories.
What?
Yes. People are pushing Asian. It was like 2 elderly Asian females and then one younger one got beat to a pulp. She was a model. They beat the fuck out of her in the subway. Nothing's happening. No one's doing anything.
Wow. dude.
Murder's up over 100%. It's just crazy.
Oh, yeah.
And they're like, well, no, it's okay. You know, we gotta let out criminals early so they can, but we can't hold them in jail. We don't need bail.
Exactly.
Well, if they steal anything that's under $1,000, we're not going to do anything. We're just going to let them go. What's happening? You're getting people mass looting through these stores.
I was watching a TikTok yesterday. Actually, this chick was like videotaping what was happening in an Ulta beauty store, and she was like, "Only in California, and you see 3 people dressed in all black, mask, everything, just
Dumping shit.
dumping,
Oh my
dumping
God.
like shit in their bags and just taking off
And
the store, and they're just standing there.
Yeah, workers can't do anything.
Oh my
the
God.
stores tell them do not do anything because they don't want to get sued.
Sued.
Yeah.
What?
Because it's happened where it's like a worker will tack them down and they'll sue them for like battery or
Oh
fucking
my God.
injuring them or something.
Oh my God.
It's just crazy, dude. It's
insane.
It's absolutely insane. It's just so ass backwards. It doesn't make any sense.
Wow.
And you're wondering why the landscape of America is changing as far as where people are living now. Because so many people are now working from home. They're going to Idaho, Utah, Texas, Tennessee, Florida, a lot more red states where there's less rules and regulations, more freedom.
Exactly. Yeah.
And it's easier to live. It's
Right.
cheaper to live. There are no more. I think I've read the article the other day. There's no more U-Hauls in California.
Yeah, we had to pay double for ours.
Yeah. Oh, you experienced the first day?
Yeah, we could. I told Chris, you better book this. You better book this. And of course, he waited to the last minute.
Love you, Chris.
And
That's a man thing. Dude.
and then so you can imagine my face. But they were like, you can't get one. You have to wait like at least 2 more weeks. And we're like, but this is the time we have off. Like we can't.
Right.
So the only way they would allow us one is if we took it there and drove it back. So,
I see.
so
I see.
that trip with like a 1-night stay at a hotel for 1 day, like I think we paid almost $4,000.
Oh my God.
What? Okay, did you guys look into that? Have you seen those? Like they look like smaller Conex boxes cut in half. And they're called.
Oh,
pod.
the pod boxes. We looked into them.
Is that expensive?
It's more. He looked at like all different types of ways to just because it's going to take 3 trips to get everything up there.
Because I thought the pod thing would be so cool.
I'm
I just don't know
honestly
the
I'm
prices.
willing. Depending, he wouldn't tell me how much more. He just said it was more. But I'm willing to just do that. I don't care.
Yeah, because I thought about it too. Because I eventually got out of California. I'm like, fuck, where am I get all my shit out of here?
Exactly.
I got a lot of stuff.
Well, now I'm like kind of changing my mind with some stuff. I'm like the bedroom furniture. I'm like, fuck it, leave it here. I'll just buy brand new.
I mean, that's true. If anything,
Yeah.
I mean, I would take. Oh fuck, I don't know. Because I have like 10 surfboards. That's my thing. I'm like, fuck, where am I gonna? I mean, I'm not gonna need it. Well, here's the thing. I thought Texas because they do have wave parks that are pretty legit that pros go to. I'm like, well, I can probably surf.
There's like a little surf lake near where I live that has like a man-made like type of wave thingy,
Hell yeah.
and it looks kind of like if you were walking down like a beach area. It's pretty cool.
Idaho.
Yeah. If you ever came and visited one.
Idaho.
There you go. Yeah, board, right? Yeah. You'd hope.
Well, I thought about that. Like, I still got to get my cars out of here, buy freaking motorcycles, like all this other stuff. I'm thinking too, but I was thinking about, I'm like, if I leave, I'm just gonna sell my furniture here. I'll just go buy new stuff.
Yeah.
So I'm thinking it's just too much shit to take, man.
Yeah.
That's a lot.
Mm-hmm.
But you can't find any U-Hauls right now. I find it interesting. And then I read another article we mentioned on here that it's the first time in history that there's more people leaving California than coming in. And the researchers are like, we don't understand. Bitch.
You know why. You know why.
You know exactly why. Yeah. Talk to the people. We want less taxes, more freedom.
Exactly.
I mean, we're the highest tax state in the union, and guess what? Newsom wants to double our taxes to fund his programs. I swear to God.
So crazy.
Yeah, and I called my parents the other day. I was like, hey, look, if he really is trying to double our tax and it happens, I can't. I will leave immediately. There's no reason to work here.
Yep.
So I'm going to work to give most of my money to the fucking government.
It's like you'll be making as much as you would be starting over somewhere else.
Yeah,
Right,
it doesn't
right.
make
Might
any
as well.
sense. It doesn't make any fucking sense.
Yeah.
And a lot of the programs that they're doing in this state, I personally don't agree with.
Exactly.
So my money's going to go to that shit.
Mm-hmm.
It's not worth being here. And you wonder why there's such a mass exodus.
Yep.
It's ridiculous. And my thought is the more people keep leaving, they will have to raise taxes because the tax revenue's gone. Tesla's gone, Facebook, Toyota, Nissan, all these big companies. Dude, you're talking probably billions.
Yep.
Gone.
Yep. Like you said, the more people that keep leaving, the people that stay here
Yeah.
are going to be the ones. Yeah.
And we're going to have to pay for it.
Right.
They're going to have to keep jacking that shit up. It's
Exactly.
like, dude, it's going to become... I just don't know how this economy, at least in California, is going to survive.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
That's why it's like, God, you guys are killing the gas prices are fucking through the roof.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's
Got me to switch vehicles.
That's right. That's just dope, though.
Yeah, something I thought I'd never do. Like,
Going back to CDC though, but the CDC did admit that it admits that prior infections is better protection against the Delta variant than the vax.
pretty much.
That's huge.
Wow.
You read it in the front and all the writing.
Wow.
So yeah.
So
Is that just Delta?
So in
or
other
is it-
words, the natural immunity thing, which so many people have been saying.
we talked about that.
Yeah, like hello, and then like Fauci gets asked about what about natural immunity? Oh, I don't know, I haven't looked into that. How are you some disease specialist and you don't know nothing about natural immunity?
Right,
like doesn't
right.
make any sense.
Right.
So now there's things coming out more and more of how natural immunity is actually better than the vax in some way. But then there is, you know, I've even seen it on Joe Rogan too, where they're trying to like, oh, but so what if you got it? So you had it, you have immunity, and then you get the vaccine. They're like trying to stay now, like, oh, but that's the better way to go. You'll be even more protected if you do that.
Which
so
was
like,
my
that's how they're
situation.
trying to still push
Right.
the vaccine.
And I remember I told you about that. And I was
Yeah.
like, well, I don't know if it's the vaccine or, you know, whether, you know, I had it already, but I did feel much, much better. And I feel like I recovered quicker.
I think you would have recovered just as fast without it.
Right.
Because
without the vaccine.
you're
yeah.
not even like in the section of who it hit. You're
Right.
young, you're
Right.
fit, you're healthy.
Right.
You would have been fine.
Exactly. Yeah. Just had a crazy headache, but yeah.
Is it just against Delta or is it all of it like
That's what I got. I can't like completely say what it said about Amarion, but I mean, I'm sticking with that.
weren't they
Sticking with deltoid.
weren't they talking about that like you guys said they were talking about natural immunity, herd immunity too early on.
Early
But
on.
everyone
Oh, yeah.
just kept discounting like no.
Yep. We're talking about a lot of stuff early
They
on.
even blocked that hashtag from social medias.
Which herd immunity?
Natural immunity.
Natural immunity.
Yeah. If you keyed it in, it wouldn't pop up.
Wow.
Yeah. But if you added like something like an emoji or whatever, that all that would,
Everything's fucking connected, huh?
Yeah.
They have control. All
you just gotta follow the money, and you have all your answers pretty much.
It's probably gonna go right into Joe Biden's son's cocaine pit with all his luxurious fucking paintings. It's such bullshit,
Oh
dude.
my God.
Well, on a lighter note, dude, you know who I want to talk about? My boy Drake, dude, hooking up with an Instagram model, putting hot sauce in that condom. She tried to shove that shit up in that fucking zick, and it's burning her,
You
dude.
could say it, Tim, pussy.
Oh man, I like to refer to it as the vulva.
I actually like saying snatch better.
Really?
I don't know why.
What
Throw
a-
out the P, but you know.
Pussy.
Okay, so Drake hooks up with this Instagram girl. Totally cool. You can do whatever you want, or hook up with whoever you want. And to protect himself, which I think he should do. My thought is why don't you just flush it down the toilet? But to protect himself because he's a big name. He's a very wealthy man. He puts hot sauce in it because, let's be real, some women are sneaky.
Sketchy.
Oh, yeah. They want to get a part of that piece of that pie, baby.
Yep.
And then she starts to feel some burning.
I'm assuming, like, how did that go down? Did he like take it off and hand it to her, or did he
probably-
throw it in the
yeah.
trash and she saw it? And
Because I had a friend who used to do that too. He would put hot sauce in it and just throw it in the trash can.
I was like, he would.
No,
put
no.
his
Well,
sperm? Like,
no, not trying to be crude, but it's like,
Yeah.
I flush it down the toilet.
Exactly. Every time.
I mean, that's the safest thing. No one will ever fuck with it.
yeah, it's gone.
So I mean, I'm thinking like, why don't you guys do that? But to me, this woman suing because he put hot sauce in, I think it's bullshit because she should not have done that. She has no right to get his used condom from her out of the trash can and try to get herself pregnant with it.
That's insane.
How are you going to sue someone for that?
dude, when she probably came out like burning, he was probably like, "Gotti,
Yep, I got you. I got you,
And that
Bo.
it's his hot
gotcha, bitch."
sauce. He released a hot sauce too, right? Was it his hot sauce?
Yeah.
I have no clue about that. I just know that, like, obviously when he took it off, he did that, so like they wouldn't do that or whatever.
You
But
know, he was-
obviously he knew she'd try to do that if she had
Exactly.
to go to the hospital or whatever happened, and now she's trying to sue him.
Yeah.
I don't think she's going to win that.
I don't think so either. and I don't
she can
think
try if she
no.
wants, but she probably just made
I
herself.
have so little
look stupid.
I have so
Yeah.
little respect for people who do that because being a parent is like something you shouldn't mess around with or anything. And to start off knowing the type of life you're going to give your child, it's like a setup. Like, ugh.
You know what? I actually have a problem with Instagram models, period. And I'm going to say this on this podcast. If you are trying to become famous using your fucking body and using pictures, I hate to break it to you, you're a fucking dime a dozen. If you go on Instagram, damn near a lot of women there on there trying to be the next hot thing. You are a dime a dozen.
Yeah. Good luck with that.
And guess what? Your looks fade. So what are you going to do when your body starts to break down a little bit?
Yep.
You may have a nice time window, but guess what? What? Yeah. Yeah. Like what other skills do you have? Do you have any schooling? Do you have any job experience? Do anything but just trying to fucking take a cool. And I think it's a problem with a lot of people nowadays. Everyone wants to be this like Instagram famous, but it's like, where's that going to get you?
Right.
What's that going to get you? I mean, the odds of you being Instagram famous are so fucking low.
Yep.
There's probably what?
I'm just
Like
like
3% of people probably live off that, off of Instagram.
Right.
You know?
Yeah.
I'm just thinking of their pictures that they post versus the pictures of myself that I post. Like the one that's on my story right now. Like my lipstick's like all Harley Quinn all messed up.
Well, I know this. I know of one girl. She hires somebody out to take pictures of her damn near every fucking day.
That's so crazy.
And it's always a pose and in a bathing suit. I'm just like, you're wasting so much fucking time.
Exactly.
Nobody gives a shit about you.
Yep.
And all you're doing is you're giving guys spank bank shit to put in their fucking head, and that's about it.
Yep.
I'm sorry, I hate to break it to you, but it's like, get off the social media thing. It's not going to take you anywhere.
Yeah.
It's like almost every woman's trying to do that. You go hashtag booty or something, dude, or beautiful, and you pull it up. It's fucking millions of women.
Every
So what's
size,
going to make you
every
different
race.
from them?
Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
Exactly, man.
I'm
That's
like,
so crazy.
dude, it
Yeah.
was just shit at me. That's when I saw it. I was like, I loved it. It's like,
Yeah.
man, fuck that bitch.
Yeah. Yeah, man. It's like what you said about
Skip therapy this week. Had to let it out somewhere.
I just think it's fucking stupid. Dude. Like, what are you trying to do with your life? Like, that's what it's come to.
Instant success, bro.
Get out of
Yeah,
here.
man.
I don't want. You know what? I don't want instant success
Yeah.
because as quick as it comes, it'll be gone.
It'll be gone. Right.
Oh yeah, you're
right.
you're a flavor of the day.
Exactly.
That's it, man.
Literally.
You know how many people? And this is not to shit on Drake.
Yeah.
But you know how many people Drake and some of these other single like rappers or pop stars. You know how many women they probably can just DM and go sleep with instantly on Instagram?
Easily.
Anyone they want.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like you're a part of the fucking list, bitch.
You ain't
It's
special.
not my type.
Yeah.
I'm like,
I'd have to turn that down.
Yeah.
dude, I just
I don't care if you're rich. You ain't my type. No.
them cowboys.
I like cowboys. You,
want
know what
Rick-
it is
you want
I
Rick
like
from Yellowstone.
I like handyman, like a man's man.
Got you.
You know. So whether you're like a lumberjack or a carpenter or just anything, if you know how to do stuff. I mean, if you're a cowboy, that's a huge plus.
Or Chris.
You watch Yellowstone?
Right.
I've seen a little bit of it. My
Okay,
mom
never
watches
mind
it, But I don't know who you're talking about, but I've seen clips of
Everyone loves Rip, dude, the cowboy. He's the rough, tough, get him, beat people up. He's like the...
Sounds
you
like
call
my
him
type.
to fuck shit up.
Like, I'm a big Tom Hardy person.
There you go.
My dear Lord. Oh, speaking of that, remind me to talk about Spider-Man and Venom after this.
Yeah.
Oh, Spider-Man and Venom?
It's a date.
Okay, let's take a poll here. Do you guys agree with what Drake did or no? Yeah.
I mean,
I'm saying
I'm not
yes.
against. I'm not against it. I think she's been the shady one, and she just got caught. So
Obviously.
yeah,
I'm with it.
Obviously.
yeah. I mean, I feel like
Fine.
if I was in her position, I don't think I could see myself immediately saying I'm going to sue you because obviously I just
You fucked
caught
up.
myself.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's what's
Yeah.
crazy. Like in this world today. Yeah. You
I think
fucked
if
up.
anything, that's more embarrassing.
Exactly.
But then how much is embarrassment worth?
That's what I was going to say.
Yeah.
Right.
But
I
here's the
guess
thing,
when you
right?
think about
You
it
know,
that way,
it's like-
but I don't know.
Yep.
It's not my
trying to-
type. I don't touch that
I'm
shit.
trying to think of, I'm trying to think of like Drake's lawyer, but in like legal stuff, it's like you took my client's anatomy out of a trash can. You have no right to
Yeah.
do that.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's where I could see that going. It's like
Yep.
you taking a part of his body, you have no right to do that.
Right. What do you think is the
you know?
defense, or not the defense, but the prosecution? Like where she's coming from? What is her? What is she saying?
Physical pain, mental,
But that Drake did it to me. Like
yeah, he didn't do it.
But yeah, like indirectly, like
you
from
can't.
the trash
though.
can.
How, you can't because he
Right.
threw it away and you took it out.
Yes, with the
So-
he had the intent.
Yes.
To put it in the trash.
And the intent was to protect himself, and he
Right.
threw it in the trash.
Right.
He went into the trash can and pulled it out. But wouldn't you think she'd see the hot sauce in there? Unless she thought it was blood.
fuck is this?
What if it's green hot
exactly.
sauce?
I don't know. That's interesting.
What if
'Cause then
the
if I was a
condom was
female-
colored and you didn't see it?
I don't know. That's a good question.
Wait, if it was green hot sauce? If it was anything other than
But what if the condom's not clear and so you can't see like if it was the green hot sauce, maybe you wouldn't have seen the color so much through the condom and you just didn't think anything of it.
I'd look at that shit before I put it in my vagina.
Probably. Yeah.
Yeah.
Man, I'm done talking about that bitch. She probably has bad pH
Man,
anyway.
fuck that bitch.
If she's doing that,
Yeah, like fuck you. If you don't
Oh,
think
yeah.
green doesn't look abnormal and shit and there's red on a condom,
Right,
you're a
yeah.
fucking idiot. Anyways, Britney Spears.
Fighting with Lil Sis. Social media. I'm hearing of Twitter back and forth, but the ones that I've been seeing are on IG because her sister's book came out and it was titled like Things I Should Have Said or something like that. And so I'm assuming Britney's reading or somebody's reading the book for her and she's like just attacking some of the things that Jamie Lynn's saying. And they're like, that's not true. That's not what happened. You've just always been the spoiled young baby brat and like you guys all live off of what I make, in other words, type shit.
Of course they have.
Of course they have.
fuck,
Something we've done that.
I think Jamie Lynn Spears is just trying to cover her ass right
Exactly.
now. Because the truth will come out.
Yeah.
It's going to happen. And I definitely think it's in favor of Britney, at least from everything that we're seeing. Hopefully,
You know,
if
but
it's
some
true or
of
not.
her posts still don't help her case.
Purple. Is her hair purple?
I haven't seen it purple.
I thought she dyed her hair.
I've just been seeing a lot of like close to nude pics of her a lot lately.
She just looks whacked out, dude.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. It's not helping her case because it kind of makes you think like maybe that did happen. You know, like.
yeah.
But then at the same time, you think from when her conservative started, it's like she was so young. She was a child then,
Right.
and she's been set in that mind, like that mindset, that environment for this many years. I feel like she's not her age. Like
Right.
she's not acting her age.
Of course.
Yeah, like she's
yeah, like
you know
she's
what I
still
mean?
a child. Well, not a child, but she's still
like a young
yeah.
20s person. or
Exactly.
Okay, like
something.
look at her eyes in this video, dude.
Always.
I can't show it on camera.
That's what I look like when I woke up this morning.
You know what I'm saying?
I don't know what happened to my eyelashes either. Like might be my bed somewhere.
Dude, yeah. I mean, dude. Okay, like look at that. I'm gonna keep this off camera. Don't let it get on camera.
Yeah.
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 I mean, you look at that and you're kind of like,
I mean, her hair looks better there.
yeah. To me, it's in the eyes.
Yeah, it's
everything's
exactly.
in the freaking
Everything
eyes,
is in the
man.
eyes.
That's why I look. I'm like, dude,
Yep.
you.
What's behind those eyes? Yeah.
I still support her. I'm glad she's got her freedom and all. I hope she sues the shit out of her family because you know what? I think that's when there's big money involved and family does that. I think it's so tragic that you're gonna let money break up your family and you're gonna do that.
Yep.
I think it's ridiculous, dude, because money comes and goes.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? You can't take that with you when you die.
Yeah.
When you're dead and gone, you're dead and gone. You got your family with you, and I think you take your family with you to the next life, whatever that may be. But you know, what they did to her and her father, I think it's absolutely disgusting and despicable.
Right.
It's terrible.
Yeah.
I hope she takes him to the nth degree.
Yeah.
Take it all the way, baby.
What about some other weirdos? MGK and Megan Fox engaged.
Get it?
Okay, so I read that he made her ring to be painful when she takes it off because he said love should hurt.
And pain is love.
That's
Pain
such
is love.
poetry, bro.
Yeah. So the inside of her.
So poetic.
So like her ring, I guess if you were to take it apart, it could come into 2 rings, but the part that's like under the diamond area is like thorns.
What?
Yeah, so it's
going to make her bleed.
So in other words, if she takes it off, it like she feels like some type of pain infliction.
What the fuck?
Dude, I'd have a scar because
I feel like
I take my
always
ring off,
coming
kind
off.
of cut off.
hear me out.
Like,
I feel like
work related. I ain't a hoe. I ain't out there like.
I feel like they are honestly are the first couple that I can ever remember that did this was Billy Bob Thornton and Angelina Jolie. They were kind of like that, right?
I also heard that they did drink each other's blood afterwards
the blood
too.
thing.
So they're copying them. They're totally biting off of them.
Yeah, well, because it's shock value, right?
Trying to get
they're,
clout.
They're going to get they're going to get views. They're going to get pictures taken. They're going to be talked about. But it's so fucking stupid. It's ridiculous.
I just can't handle his hair, man. I feel like he can just up so many points on looks if he just did something with that fucking hair.
You know what I can't stand? Megan Fox, her thumbs.
Yeah, I know
She's
somebody who
got
has
club
thumbs like that.
Yeah, dude. I saw pictures. I was like, yo.
I can't stand her thumbs.
Yeah, I'm like, holy shit, dude. She's got, dude, they're wide.
Oh, those wide
They're
thumbs.
like short and wide. So like if you cut my thumb in half, like that.
Yeah, no. Those aren't.
Think
those
she's
aren't
good in
cute.
thumb wars?
I think those two, I mean, if they're truly in love, I'm happy for them.
Yeah.
But all this excess, it's a little bit much.
Yeah, man. Shock
It's
value.
just- it's just shock value.
Exactly.
Like, come on, dude.
Yeah.
They're trying to top Courtney and Travis.
Yeah.
Yeah, just to compete with them.
Right.
Well,
And so Kim went and got Pete.
yeah, I feel like when Travis Barker falls in love, though, he
Falls. Like I truly believe him when he falls.
Yeah,
Like,
he falls
He is
hard.
such a nice guy too. Like I've heard. Well, I met him back when I was like 15, but you know,
Oh, dope.
Travis Barker, man.
I saw his butt crack
Where?
where I met him.
Where'd
I was
you meet-
having.
what show were you at?
I was in the family room after the concert, hanging out with him and eating pizza.
Dope.
Oh,
Me,
you
me
won
and
those?
me and Danielle Donato actually did that.
Danielle Donato.
Yeah.
We should get her on here.
I know. She just had a baby.
Number 2.
Yeah.
God, everyone's having kids.
For real, bro.
Hashtag Big Brother.
I don't know. I'm totally okay where I'm at right now.
Yeah.
But I don't know, man. The whole love is pain. I don't believe in that.
No.
The love is not pain. Okay.
No.
I mean, I think love endures.
Right.
You know,
Right.
you love. There's gonna be days you love each other, and there's gonna be days when you don't. But that's where love comes in because you're choosing to love this person and better their life, even though you guys might not agree with something or be unhappy with each other.
Exactly.
You know, it endures through thick and thin. Not like fucking, I should make a ring that's gonna stab you, and you're gonna bleed for me every time you take your ring off, and then we're gonna suck each other's blood. It's like, no,
That's
son.
some other type of shit, bro.
Okay, Daddy.
Yeah, that's white people.
Right.
That's white people shit.
White people shit.
Yeah, dude, it's white people
Yeah.
shit.
White people do some weird shit.
Racist.
But it's true, though.
You don't see the brothers doing that shit.
Fuck no.
No, you don't see the Hispanics either, man.
No, man. No.
It's fucking crazy.
Crazy.
It's absolutely nuts, dude. But anyways, thanks guys for doing this review. Let's get a few questions going here.
Let's get it.
What you got, Sam? I got some on my phone too through
Yeah.
Pod Deck.
All
Let
right.
me here. I'll ask the first one.
Yeah.
You ready
Get
for
it.
this?
Get it.
What is the strangest skeleton you ever discovered in someone's closet? What is the strangest? You don't have to say the name. What is the strangest skeleton you ever discovered in someone's closet? Do you want me to go first? Because I do have one that's pretty fucking wild.
No, I'm trying to think.
Well, yeah, get it. Yeah, go first. Yeah.
Okay, there's a friend that we don't talk anymore, and he doesn't live in this country anymore because this actually eventually did get found out. He'd like to get shit in his mouth from a woman during sex. He would have her shit in his mouth. Yeah, and he loved it.
What?
Yeah, he hid it for a long time. Long fucking time.
Wow. Wait, so what he...
I
that
can only
happened-
imagine the struggle getting that out of your teeth.
Ah! Oh God, dude! You'd always taste it at some point. Yeah. But
Sack. Sack.
Zach.
yeah.
Oh my God. I don't have anything that's crazy, bro.
Oh no.
Yeah. The only way I found out, is because I saw a text message on his phone. He was drunk. We were drinking at a bar.
You see a Tootsie Roll?
No, I saw a picture pop up, and I was like,
What?
Was his jowls like all open, waiting for it to drop?
No, he was wide open, and she was squatting over his mouth. And she goes, "Here's the picture."
Was it Farrah Abraham?
It said, "Here's the." It said, "Here's the picture, babe." And we were drinking. He was already pretty hammered, and I looked, and I was like, "Whoa."
Sick.
Yeah, he was just. And we like, I didn't know what to do, and I was trying to be cool, and we got.
Do you think
back.
they kiss after?
I don't know. That's like two girls, one cup shit.
Exactly.
Right
Oh, and these girls that do that shit too.
yeah, but I honestly.
Sucias.
That night I confronted him about it. And he was like, "What?" I'm like, "Look, dude, I'm not trying to get in your business. Saw something on your phone. Like, are you all right? Like, I just saw a picture with your mouth wide open, and this girl was squatting over you, and I could see the poop coming out of her butt.
Thinking about that.
See her winking.
Yeah, and he broke down crying. He's like, "Man, I got problems. Sorry, man. I like girls shitting in my mouth." I was just like,
Bring that shit.
right, like, oh my God, this is happening.
Yeah. I like that you confronted him about it. Yeah. You're like, are you
Breast
okay?
stink? Would he talk to
You get
you?
sick from that.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, that's pretty.
Yeah.
You can get, was it Hep C? Or one of those Heps is like
Probably,
fecal matter orally.
Does his breath always stink?
I don't
This
know,
is Brett
Danny.
Foley.
I just.
He's like, I'm not a close talker. I don't know.
I think it'd be worse than breath stinking. Yeah, for sure. Some type of.
Oh man, the struggle to get that out.
Okay, let's see here. Sam, you got one?
Yeah.
Go for it, man.
If you were a professional
You wanna
athlete,
change the camera on you, babe?
Yeah, my bad, dude.
No, you're good. You're good.
If you're a professional athlete about to hit the peak of your career and you won the Powerball,
Why do you sound so low?
I sound low?
Oh, there you go.
Oh, my bad, dude.
No, you're good. You're good.
If you're a professional athlete about to hit the peak of your career and you won the Powerball, would you keep playing or take your winnings and retire?
I mean, I'm pretty sure this has been asked before.
It has?
Yeah. You guys repeat questions all the time.
Like I'm trying
That's
to
all
pull
right.
I mean,
We're
there's
gonna
not very
repeat.
many questions.
There's only
in there.
so many in there. Don't
Yeah.
bother me.
Yeah.
No, I think if I truly love the sport, I'd
Right.
continue playing the sport
Right.
until I felt like I didn't love it anymore, then get my winnings.
Okay.
But if it was like, fuck it,
Right.
then I'd stop.
What if you were getting hurt? You know, and if yeah, I mean, if you really could just leave, but you really wanted to play if you still,
Yeah.
you would just stay.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, because I get bored.
What was the question
I can't
again?
just like
If
be.
you're a professional athlete about to hit the peak of your career,
Okay.
So yeah, it's
And
not
then-
like you're at the tail end,
Right,
and then you
right.
win the Powerball. Would you retire?
How
or
much
would
is in
you
the
keep-
Powerball though?
1 million.
Yeah, what's it at now? Yeah,
Working.
If it was like
it was insane.
there was one, I think it was a Powerball one time that was like 760 million or something.
Oh
like
yeah,
that.
yeah. I don't know. I feel like
If I won that, dude, I would. There's a lot of people I would just go up and just fuck you.
yeah, yeah.
I
Right.
wouldn't even lie. I don't give
Exactly.
a shit. I would fucking give it to you.
I'm
dude.
gone. Yeah,
Yeah, I would leave.
Yeah.
I would totally leave.
gone.
Here we go. What job other than your own would you like to have? What job other than your own would you like to have?
This.
I agree.
Yeah.
It'd be
is dope.
podcasting for a living, but or a pilot. I've always wanted to be a pilot.
Yeah, I love talk radio and all that stuff. So definitely something like this.
I could see you doing very well on that. Talk
Yeah.
radio. Hell yeah.
And then, but if we were being like more on the active, which is weird because it's like really like labor, I would probably be like a livestock veterinarian or something like that.
That'd be dope.
Yeah.
yeah. Because you're always on the farm, right?
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
and I like that environment. Yeah.
Yeah. You know what, Tim? Fire. Yeah. Because I thought about it. And,
Oh, that's right.
Yeah. And that's something that I don't know. I haven't always been like, oh, this is dope. But
Yeah.
yeah, man.
It's too hot for me.
Too hot.
It's too hot for me.
Yeah.
I like that, dude.
I don't
Yeah,
like
bro.
boob sweat.
Okay, last question. Do
Yeah.
you have any irrational fears? I will start, and I'm going to be very serious with this one.
Get it.
I fucking hate feet.
Really?
I hate feet.
even like groom
Like to
feet?
the point. Oh yeah, dude.
Wow.
Yeah, I'm not a big foot person, dude. Even like when we're running emergency calls, there's times like person their feet are fucked. I'm like, you guys, I can't go in there.
I can't go in there.
Yeah, like we're gonna have
Shut
to.
it.
Can't do it.
I swear to God.
Shut it.
Ask Jordan. Ask Jordan, dude. It was well known in our last department. I was like, I hate. Like there was a time, this person, there's like blood everywhere. We're rescuing them. They're alive, but they're really injured and bad. And of all the things of like their wide open wound and all this other stuff, I almost vomited because their foot was right at like by me, and I had to pick them up. And I was like,
Was it crusty?
huh?
Was it
No, I
crusty?
just hate feet. I had to pick them up by the feet, and I was like, someone get the. They're like, what is wrong with you? And like even I don't do it anymore, but there was a time if I was with somebody, I'd be like, hey, to start this off, you're gonna have to wear socks.
Yeah.
We'll work up to not having socks on while we're in bed.
God, I'd be so uncomfortable living with you. 'Cause I'm always barefoot.
So even walking around barefoot,
Yeah.
nothing. No
No,
walking.
I would say walk around barefoot, but it's like we're gonna,
yeah.
we're gonna make, we're gonna do love handshake and shit. Like,
Yeah.
can you just put some socks on?
Yeah.
Go
What
with
if they
that.
wash their feet before they get in
I
bed?
can't. I fucking hate feet. Listen to me on this, you guys. Feet are below your butthole. Okay. There's a reason your feet are below your butthole.
Yeah.
It's the worst thing on the human body. Okay. I don't want feet near me. I don't want to fuck with feet. I don't want to see them. That's it. I'm better with it now. Now I'm like whatever. But there was a long time.
What do you feel about your feet?
Oh,
Do you like want to throw up every time you look at them, or what?
Oh, my feet are my feet, man.
Hey,
Hey man, why you gotta do that?
right.
Why you gotta do that, Danielle? What the fuck?
Feet are below the butthole. Right.
Feet are below the butthole, dude.
Hey, but you like the butthole though.
I'll eat it.
Right. I eat the booty.
Let's stop right here.
Yeah,
Yeah,
right.
We're gonna want to go too far.
Like that Nutella paste. In there.
You got a tongue punch that far, but
You know what? Boogers, like snot. That does it for me.
like on adults or kids, both.
Both. I mean, I just have to like fucking mom strong it when my 5-year-old comes running up to me and I see something just like crusted on the side of his face. But snot has always done it for me.
You know where the one time
Always.
snot got me is the movie Bad Santa, Thurman Merman.
Oh, Nacho Libre,
Dude, I was-
Nacho
Oh, yeah.
Libre in the beginning. I have to cover my eyes every time because the first time I saw that movie in the theater and that happened, I was like, like almost threw up in my popcorn. That will get me every time.
Yeah.
Wait, so hear me out on this. When you're talking to somebody, if you know them or don't know them, and they're talking and they got a little boogie hanging, do you say, "Hey, you got
I don't
something in
know.
your nose?"
You know what? I don't know.
I can't do it with women because I feel like it's offensive almost. Like they're gonna feel weird about it, so it's hard for me. If it's a dude, I'm like, "Hey, bro, you got some."
Yeah.
Like if you see me, you have to tell me because we're close enough.
No. Yeah, we're like family. I'm saying it's like
Because I'm gonna come out of that bathroom pissed. Like, fucking, are you serious? You had me up here all this time with this little dangler.
I got you. Yeah, but if it's like somebody like in the work area or you're at a friend's house hanging for a football game and like there's his girlfriend's there, her friends, and one of them's got like a booger, kind of, you're like,
Yeah.
True, because
Yeah.
if it's like one of my friends, I'll easily tell them.
yeah, because I'm not trying to offend anybody or make them feel uncomfortable, but you're like, fuck.
Yeah. It's funny, but with women, like I feel like I have to tell women too, because women will get mad, like literally get mad. Like you,
yeah.
like you would get pissed. Any woman would be like, "I've been sitting here this whole time and you didn't say shit
to me?
Like what the fuck?"
It's like
Do
the
you- how do
Seinfeld
you-
episode with George, and he has this like cilantro or parsley in his teeth.
What about you, Sam?
I was like, damn, I don't know, but vomiting. I can't do that. And when anybody is around me and they're
They
going,
have to have the smell.
it's just hearing the gagging. It's I'm like,
Oh, yeah.
I can't do that.
So you can't watch Jackass.
No.
Okay.
No. I mean, I make an
Dude,
exception.
when I hear Steve-O
Yeah.
gag, I was like,
Oh, he's got a hard one.
Yeah.
He
He
does.
does.
His
Yes.
is rough, dude.
It's God. It's too
his
much.
is totally rough.
Yeah, man.
I'm gonna tell you guys something real quick before we end this. When I
Get
was
it.
in Chicago, did you guys notice I installed a bidet?
no.
Oh no.
There's a bidet in my restroom now.
I am.
Oh,
gonna
yes,
try it
I
out
did see
before
that.
we leave.
Yeah.
Yes.
That I have one upstairs. and
How
then
is it?
Once this other restroom gets done, put it there.
Wow. I
I
was gonna ask
So
you.
when I was in Chicago,
Mm-hmm.
I'll just tell you right now, I can only use Kirkland wet wipes because they're non-scented, and they're like they just have something that most don't in them.
Mm-hmm.
If I use any other wet wipe that's scented, I get an allergic reaction.
Ooh.
And I was in a rush because we went to Vegas first for one night,
Mm-hmm.
and then me and my buddy and his wife we flew out to Chicago, and I was in a rush and I didn't bring my own, and I used his. I'm like, and I'm like, well, it smelled good, right? We got on the plane, and I was kind of like, I don't feel something's off. By the next day, dude, full on allergic reaction in my fucking ass.
I just picture like
Horrible.
the reddest rash.
Oh no, it was
up
bad.
your cheeks.
Like the whole on balloon knot inflamed. It was bad.
Oh my god.
Yeah, dude, it was bad.
Did you have to go commando?
Huh?
Did you have to go commando?
I could barely. I tried to hide it because we were there for.
That's got to be hard for you because your cheekies eat your shorts.
I got ass.
Like you got like a permanent wedgie a lot of the time. They be hungry.
Oh, dude.
They be hungry. Got some real estate back there.
Got that ass. Yeah, man.
No, it was like for 2 days.
Telling you the shirt rides up.
it does. I hate it. I told Sam.
It does.
I fucking hate it.
Yeah, man. I hate it.
Fucking hate
Hips
it.
and ass, bro.
Yeah,
we got it. Yeah.
So yeah, it was that bad. So when I came back, I'm like, you know what? I'm doing bidet because I was still healing. It was that bad.
Wow.
Still healing.
I was still healing.
And you got a
dude.
bidet in both or in all your restaurants.
Oh yeah, this one being rebuilt right now. I'm putting. I'm like,
God, why are you so sensitive?
I know. Dude, everyone's like, how come you're skin? Well, same with like my armpits. I can only use Dove deodorant. Every other deodorant rashes me.
Oh shit.
I get bad rash.
Wow.
So that's all I can use.
Wow. How'd you find out about the Kirkland? Like you just were just testing
Because
them?
it happened to me in like 2015, and I went to the hospital because I thought I had like ass cancer. I was like, oh,
cancer?
what the fuck is that?
Did you guys, real quick, because you said ass cancer, did you guys ever hear about that 98-day fiance chick that made like $50,000
On her farts?
On her farts.
Oh my god.
You know,
And then she had to go to the hospital because she farted too much.
Oh
Yep.
my god.
$100 a jar.
You know how I found out about that? You know how I found out about that? There was a picture. It was a guy putting on the clown mask, painting it on. Me going to my 9 to 5, thinking making $60,000 a year is great. Girl selling her farts for
$100 a
fucking
jar.
millions of dollars a month. Like,
What the fuck is wrong with me? Yeah.
but anyway, all to say that's why. I'm putting bidets everywhere.
Yeah, man.
I'm over it, bro.
Try it out before I
did see
leave.
that.
It was.
Right.
It was. Yeah. It was. I almost went to the hospital.
Give
got
it a
that.
spin.
Oh my god, dude.
It was bad.
Oh.
Bad.
How long were you there?
Thursday through Sunday.
Ugh.
And like you can see the pictures that I posted. Like I tried to put on a face.
Just
'cause
trying
we
to-
went there for a party.
Yeah.
So I was trying to like be cool, but every step in that entire city, I remember.
Oh my. I remember.
I rember every step.
Oh my god.
Because that
dude.
shit was fire,
man.
bro.
Oh my.
I'll bring you some Desitin next time.
But I've always wondered though, because I've traveled quite a bit.
Yeah.
Everywhere outside this country, bidets are normal.
Exactly.
And then you
They are.
come here to America, like, oh, really? Yeah, here's some cardboard.
Exactly.
Like, I thought we were like one of the leading nations in the world, and we're still using like cardboard to wipe our ass.
Yep. They do things different.
Yeah,
Everywhere.
it's weird. It's normal everywhere
Yeah.
else, dude. If you want to
Yeah,
travel
man.
through Asia, it's all bidets, dude. I'm like, well, whatever, dude. It's
crazy. Okay.
But anyways, thank you guys so much for coming on for this monthly review. I appreciate Danielle so much, your insight and what you do. Sam,
Yeah.
love you for what you do as well, brother, and controlling the cameras. And then for our guy, Jordan Giamiola.
Oh, we miss you.
Jordan.
Miss you.
Jordan,
Congratulations.
congratulations. We
Congratulations.
missed you here today. But family first, man. We get it, dude. What's his boy's name? Cameron?
Cameron.
Yeah.
Welcome to the world, Cameron. It's shitty. Real. You picked a great time to come.
Survival of the fittest out here now.
No. Anyways, let's go on 3. 1, 2, 3.
Let's go.
Bye, everybody. And that's it. Thank you for listening in, everybody. I'd like to thank our sound engineer who makes this podcast happen and makes us sound very good, Stephen Clark. And to our first sponsor, 89 Barbers. Look good, feel good, be great. Come get your haircut at 2 locations, Long Beach and in Orange, California. Your appointment can be booked at 89barbers.com. That is BARBRERS. 89barbers.com. Again, look good, feel good, be great. Check it out. It's my barber. He is the man. Thanks, everybody. Bye.